Hello, I'm Mystcraft, and welcome to another episode of my Let's Play series of the Technic SSP mod pack for Minecraft 1.2.5. As you can see here, I'm back in the Endless Desert Day dimension from Mystcraft, and hanging out by this throw slime ball in front of pit and get zombie brains machine that I made, which is way up there. I wanted to mention something before actually starting the episode officially, and that is I was mistaken when I thought that there were no zombie brains that you could get in this mod pack. I had killed a lot of zombies and not gotten a single zombie brain. But then just the other day I wanted to collect the V crystals from the dense ores age, because there's a ravine in there if you remember from a previous episode, and in that ravine there, among all of the different ores, there's a bunch of V crystals in the walls, and so I wanted to collect those V crystals before actually moving on from the dense ores age, because my plan is to move all of the tech stuff from that dense ores age out into the overworld so that I can keep it chunk loaded all the time. And I discovered when I was there, after I got the V crystals, I took care of some of the enemies in the area, the mobs, and I got zombie brain, and then I got another zombie brain, and I only killed like 4 zombies and I got 2 brains from them, and that really surprised me, especially because it's a Mystcraft age that I got them in. It's not like, it's not in the overworld where like that's where it was designed to be happening. So in the Mystcraft age I was getting those. I can't say I've gotten any in the overworld yet from killing zombies, so I'll have to keep an eye on that. But just letting you guys know that Technic SSP mod pack does have zombie brains in it without resorting to complicated tech stuff or using just NEI to get the zombie brains that you want. So with that in mind, let's all marvel at everything being missing here. There is no longer any Thaumcraft 2 machines or anything. The 2K atoms, all the bookcases are gone. The equivalent exchange stuff is all gone. Most of that is gone, which was the 2 cobblestone generators. So I've been hard at work moving all of that stuff, and as you can see, all of the silverwood leaves and logs that I put out there are also removed. I don't want to waste them. I wanted to put them to good use in the overworld. So let's take a look at what I've been doing. You can already see there's quite a lot changed here. So this is my overworld base. Sorry, as it was. I kind of rearranged this place a little bit. I removed the stands for the link books and moved them over here to this dedicated area for Mystcraft link book stuff. And these are all of the books I had discovered before. And these are the ones that we've used. The lava ravines in the day, the swamp river to get the clay and stuff, and then the forest one to get the Thaumcraft trees. These link books all go to basically right here is where I'll respawn. So that's just one of the changes to this area. These are basically, I used the Red Power 2 sapphire, made a sapphire block, and then I used the Red Power 2 handsaw, diamond handsaw, and made 8 covers out of that block. And I did that so that I wouldn't need to put half slabs of something else on the top half of the blocks below this, because when you put half slabs underneath something, it, at least in this old version of Minecraft, it messes with the lighting. So if I grab one from here, for example, and I throw it like anywhere, that was a terrible example, hold on. Alright. I think I need more than just that. Or maybe it has to do with the type, because it was sandstone. So, try sandstone over here. No, that's fine. If I try it over here. Oh my god, you're killing me. Okay, so maybe the lighting thing was temporary. But anyway, I've kind of come to enjoy the various colors and things that are provided by some of the blocks in Red Power, especially since you can cut them into a lot of different size pieces. Anywho, putting these away. Oh, that's right, my shovel. I was repairing it. Okay, also, I did a lot of other stuff. I'm gonna probably jump around to a bunch of different topics, but just to point out, I got loads more V crystals than I had in the last episode. Like, so many more. Part of this was me going to the dense ores age and clearing out the ones that were in that ravine. Part of it, most of it, I think, was actually me just like flying around way over there by the super volcano and the oil thing, and just like looking for glowing stuff at night and collecting the V crystals. And I also know where other ones are. I know where like 7 other V crystal ores are, but I'm not going to bother with them right now because I have so many V crystals as it is that until I start getting down to like 10 in one of the stacks, I'm not going to bother taking any more from anywhere. I don't want to risk corrupting the world, even if it might be a low chance. I don't want to like do all that. And when I say corrupting the world, I don't actually mean that. I mean causing a taint infection from Thaumcraft too. Alright, so yeah, I replaced the walls in here. After I set up that Mystcraft book area above, I realized, because these are the crystal blocks from Mystcraft, I realized that this looked really bad down here, having that pale blue directly next to this different patterned cobblestone. Cobblestone always looks pretty bad anyway, but it looked really bad being directly next to this. And so I decided to make the place a little bit more homely, I guess, replacing all of the second level wall pieces for the most part with the glass, especially because the glass doesn't have anything in between when it basically makes connected textures that you can see through. So it's really, really nice, I think, to be able to see through all that and see the horizon over the ocean with the sunrise and all that, and then the sunset on that side. So I'm really loving this. It's really cool. And it creates a nice divide between the different clashing colors and textures. So there's that. I didn't really do anything below, so I'm going to show what's done up here. So besides rearranging this a little bit, I put a bed here only because there is the crystal wing item. I don't know if I showed you the crystal wing, like actually using it, but I think I made it in the last episode. Sorry, or after the episode. So to explain to anyone not familiar, the crystal wing is basically a low durability item that lets you teleport from anywhere in the overworld to your spawn point in the overworld. And that's why this bed is here now. I didn't want to use the bed before because this mod pack has the Somnia mod, which kind of, I think, is a bit cheaty to use the bed when you have that mod. But I think it's a requirement if I'm going to be using the crystal wing. I need to have used that at least once, and I'm keeping it there just in case it matters. So just to demonstrate, crystal wing, I'm over here, now I'm back here. And it spawns me like halfway through my bed, but I'm just not going to bother with that. It works pretty well. But you can see it's already like 1 out of like 6 durability or something like that. So the good news is the Talisman of Repair from Equivalent Exchange 2 repairs crystal wing super fast because it repairs 1 durability regardless of how many the item actually has in total. It repairs 1 like every second. So this diamond pickaxe has way more durability compared to how many it has total. It has way more taken off than the crystal wing did, because the crystal wing only has like 6 total, this has like thousands. So if I put this up here, it takes longer because it's only repairing 1 durability each second, but the crystal wing will repair itself. If I used it like 4 times, it'll repair all 4 of those in just 4 seconds and it's done. So this thing is really, really useful when you have the talisman of repair in an alchemy bag. So I'll just put that away now. Well, actually no. I'll show you guys some of the other things here, and then I'll get to the Thaumcraft stuff, and then we'll move on to what we're going to do in this episode. So, I made an Overworld hub. Yes, that is a very exciting place, and I'm super happy about it. This is the Endless Desert Day that we started in, and the Dense Ores Age. I went to the Dense Ores Age, collected some crystals, which I really didn't need as many as I collected, but maybe I can use them in the future. And I collected all of these silverwood logs and leaves that I put out there also. I haven't collected any of the stuff tech-wise in the Dense Ores Age, and I haven't moved any of the ores or anything that are stored out there. So that's something I think we'll probably do this episode. But let's get to the Overworld hub so I can show off my creation, and then we'll be back in no time. Alright, so this ugly thing, but very strange looking thing, is basically a hub of Mystcraft books that all lead to different places in the overworld. So what I did here was, each of these is a link book that was created at a different place in the overworld. And I had to be really careful remembering which one was which. And then I brought them to the naming, or to the writing desk, put them in. I wasn't sure if it would work, but it did. So you put the link book into the writing desk, you can rename it. So this is taking me back to the overworld base, if I use it. And I'm right back here. Now let's go to the overworld hub again. Nice quick transportation. Let's check out the oil spring. Here we are, the oil spring. Wow, that is big. Yeah, and home is over a kilometer away, so that's really fast transportation in the overworld. No power. Don't need to use like IC2 teleporters or anything like that. I put this here. It doesn't need to be here, but it's reminding me that this is a special block, not to be removed if I can help it, because I am going to be like building some tech stuff over here, I think, and otherwise I might accidentally take this out or move it. And if I try to teleport back and there's like a wall in the way, I don't know what'll happen. So it might be bad, and I don't want to deal with that. But since I'm like over a kilometer away from home, I don't want to have to fly that whole distance with the Swiftpulse Running Gale, and I also don't want to have to take a boat or run that whole distance. So thankfully I have Crystal Wing and I'm back home. That is awesome. Let's try it again. Going to the super volcano this time. Alright, that is a big volcano. And that isn't even the biggest one. Let's see how tall this one is. It's gonna get loud for a second, so bear with me. But I found what I think is a bigger one. Let's see. Top of this one is 115 blocks. So, I'm just gonna go back over here. I don't need to land on that. Let's see if I can actually use the crystal wing from the air. I should be able to. Cool. And it kept my momentum too, so I need to keep that in mind. But yeah, let's go back to the overworld hub. First I'm going to repair this. Oh, look at that. It's repaired. Awesome. Alright, so this is the Thaumcraft trees, which I don't know if I showed. Well, actually, yeah, we flew through this area, pretty sure. And I was tempted to cut down some of the silver woods for their leaves and stuff, but then I realized that would take a good while and would be better off done between episodes. If I even need that many silverwood logs and leaves, I don't think I do. So for now they're just going to stay there, but I want to have an easy teleport over here in case I need access to those things, because otherwise it might be kind of a pain to have to fly all the way out to where these are after having discovered them. There's another one out this way that you can see when I move the camera. There. Alright, so we're back here. Let's check out the last one. And this is a place that I'm pretty sure I haven't shown you guys because I found it, I think I found it just the other day between episodes. Alright, that might be a taller volcano. The other one was 115. Let's check this out. Oh my god, yeah, it's so tall. 125. And this goes up too, so it's actually 126. There's a block under there. Wow. That is so cool. And there's another volcano next to it, and there's another one nearby it, somewhere else. But on top of all of that, there's also a bunch of Thaumcraft trees. So you've got your Great Woods, you've got your Silver Woods, and I just threw this block here because it was a relatively safe place, even if something spawns down there. And I can ogle at this beautiful creation. But yeah, so that's really exciting that I found more Thaumcraft trees. I found a giant volcano over here. Let's get back to base. Cool. Alright, so that was the last one in the Overworld hub. That's the last one I marked. I didn't go over to like a kilometer out that way where the temporary base is set up, where I initially found chickens and bred them to get eggs for bringing back here to make the chicken farm. So that I didn't go and leave a link book for, because I don't know, I didn't have time maybe, but at the same time I don't know if I even want to go back over that area. There is a village north of it that has a blacksmith. I saw that when I was flying around, but whether I want to go out there just yet or wait, I don't know. I might save that for another episode. We'll see. But yeah, so there's that. Now let's check out over here. And actually, let's just do a walk around on the walkway here. I didn't connect the walkway all the way around over here because I was trying to keep a certain pattern, and I was able to keep that pattern all the way around until I got to this end, and then I figured out it wouldn't match up unless I was like really careful and like extended or shrunk that other area, and I didn't want to bother with any of that right now. So this is all silverwood logs and silverwood leaves, and for some reason a bunch of the leaves just disappeared on the section over there, and I don't know why they disappeared, but they just did. And they were all on this stretch here and a little over here and like two over here, but I replaced them and they haven't disappeared again, so who knows what that was about, but it seems better now. So this walkway goes around over here, and then there's a big gap, and then it continues to the end by the chickens again. Reason that there's this big gap is to extend the sugarcane farm. So this should be just enough space to have a 3-segment sugarcane farm, basically 6 columns of sugarcane, just like I have in the dense ores age, because I don't know if I have any reason to go to the dense ores age if I extend the sugar canes out. These are the 2 chrysotums. Basically rebuilt the entire thing as it was, except I put chest, the Thaumcraft chest over here, and by the way, upgraded a couple things to iron chests so that they're bigger storage and a little bit safer from blasts. This is all of my fragments of lost knowledge. There's so many. I realized I didn't have space, or I wouldn't have enough space soon if I threw them all in here, so I made a separate chest for it. And there's only going to be so many, there's going to be a lot more of these. But now that I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, probably 7 stacks total soon of fragments of lost knowledge, I can probably start researching those. And to prepare for that, I made a bunch of V-valves, which are basically V-conduits with a lever in between. So they're really cheap, but they have a high research value, so I'm going to use those as research boosters to see what kinds of discoveries I can make in Thaumcraft. And maybe I'll do some of that this episode, now that I've got all this set up. This over here is the double cobblestone gen. Why is it way over here? Well, I realized very, very thankfully, because I was planning on putting it over here. That's why there's a little bit of a recess there. But I realized when I was about to do that, that the lava source, even if it's contained, there's a chance that it can start nearby trees or leaves on fire. I don't remember how far away it can do that, but I'm not taking any cautions, any risks with the silverwood leaves, especially since they're all connected to each other all around my base. I don't want all of my silverwood leaves to just burn up because of that. So let's hope that they never do, and that I never have to cry about that, because that would be so sad. Yeah, but these are pretty neat. They have a light glow, or a small amount of light that comes from them, so that's pretty cool. This is an emerald block, by the way. And I let those just go down because I didn't want to, I was considering doing what I did before in the desert and just blocking it off one block below, but I have ocean below, so it's kind of aesthetic to just let it flow down into that. And if something swims up it, that'll be pretty neat, but otherwise I think it's just a neat look to it. And I used the diamond handsaw and cut those glass covers to basically create the structure to put the water and lava in. I think that worked out pretty well. Yep, and then I moved all the EMC stuff here, and this glass being totally transparent and seamless is really interesting because, like, sure, over here you can kind of tell that that's how it's set up, because I can see like my cursor making it highlight, and because I've walked over that enough times, but I haven't walked over this, and it creates kind of an illusion because you might think, based on where these silverwood leaves and logs are, and the fact that I was walking along that, you might think initially that I might not be able to reach more than 2 blocks up and access those energy collectors, because the silverwood leaves are, they seem to be like just below the lowest pumpkin or jack-o'-lantern, but really, because there's the glass path in the way, I mean, some people might think this is quite obvious, but I totally keep falling for the same illusion as I walk around. It seems like it is like floating up at my level, but it's actually not. And it's just so weird to me that I'm not like able to remember all the time that I'm walking on something above this and that those are not at my foot level. Anyway, so yeah, I can access this. So 2 Kleinstar ions. I got Eternalist fuel and Mobius fuel. I put them in here. So 17 Eternalist fuel, plus what I just showed, and a couple more, probably. 54 Mobius fuel already. And I couldn't put them back. Well, I could put them back in here, but there's no point. So, yeah, lots of Mobius fuel, and a decent amount of Eternalist fuel at this point. And that is really exciting. I have enough Eternalist fuel and Mobius fuel to get me, I think, 4 more, probably 4 more dark matter, which is how much it took to make the Swift Bolus Rending-Gale. So I could make 2 more power rings if I wanted to. And actually, on that note, let me take a look at something. Kind of like jotted down some ideas for ones that I might be interested in. So there's the Harvest Goddess Band, which lets crops grow quickly and automatically harvest them, and you can replant them easily. I don't have much of a need for that because I'm not using the bed to sleep and speed up the game. So might just skip out on Harvest Goddess Band, except to maybe try it late in the game for no reason other than that. The Black Hole Band is a neat one. Like anything that you, any item that drops near you gets sucked into your inventory. So as I was working on this whole thing here, a lot of dirt, for example, kept falling into the ocean, and if I had to break like leaves or something, they would fall into, and I'd have to just drop down and walk around in the water and get them. But the Black Hole Band would just make that so much more convenient. You wouldn't have to deal with any of that at the expense of having spent a lot of resources on it. The zero ring is a neat one. It freezes water and can make snow form on stuff. I think there's some other abilities, like you can throw snowballs with it, I think, which is pretty cool because throwing snowballs is effective against certain enemies, like the blaze. So it might work against some of the Mo creatures mobs too in the nether. And so I might make that just to try that. But I'm a little nervous because the fact that it freezes things, I've seen people accidentally have it turned on and then like go like drop down into what's supposed to be like a 3-block deep pit of water, and it freezes immediately before they touch it and they just take a bunch of fall damage. Not that I would take fall damage because I have this, but it's still like something on my mind. I don't want to walk over here and freeze my cobblestone gen or some other thing that I'm using water for. So we'll keep an eye on that one. What else? There's Ring of Ignition and Vulcanite Amulet. And then later on there's the Mercurial Eye, which requires red matter. Red matter is here. So 3 dark matter and 6 eternals. So actually, red matter is not 4 eternal, or not 4 dark matter, which I had for some reason thought it was. It's 3 dark matter and 6 eternalist fuel. And since the dark matter is more eternalist fuel than that 6, plus a block of diamond, that means that really red matter is cheaper than 4 dark matter. It's 3 dark matter and a little bit of savings off of a 4th one. So I could technically make red matter right now, and then the uses for that, like, I mean I couldn't make more than 1, so I can't make any of those. Let's see, passing up on all those. I could make a collector Mark III. That would be like, I want to wait to do that. I don't want to like really go game breaking yet in Equivalent Exchange 2. I haven't even finished my first research in Thaumcraft 2 yet. I don't want to make much more progress like in Equivalent Exchange before that. But red matter is used in each of these stones. This one is like a bank for your experience, I think, but I lost my experience. I'll explain that in a moment. The body stone repairs, like, fills your hunger. The soul stone fills, well, there's soul and body. One of them does your hunger, one does your health. And I think the sugar one is the hunger, glowstone health, something like that. Alright, yeah, actually this is perfect, because Mercurial Eye is the other thing that I was wanting to make, but it required red matter. And this allows you to do very convenient building operations using EMC, and you don't even need all of those blocks that you're building with, you just need one of them. So that's really, really powerful. But that's why it requires red matter. So technically, since I have easy access to all of this obsidian, bricks, diamond, and I have enough stuff to make red matter, I could make a Mercurial Eye, and I might do that later. I didn't check out where this is used in shapeless crafting. Oh. So Ring of Arcana is basically a combo ring of all of those, so you don't have to carry 4 different rings around. Void Ring is interesting. It also allows you to teleport anywhere that you look. If you like hit the right key or something, then whatever block you were looking at, you will teleport to it. So that is very powerful. I don't know if I really would care to spend 2 red matter plus these other power items to make one of those, just to be able to do that. It can do other things, like the black hole band I explained will suck things towards it. It'll do that too. Gem of Eternal Density allows it to basically condense items that are in the same inventory as it. It'll condense them into like the next tier up of EMC along like a progression from like it'll condense things like cobblestone or whatever, and maybe even things that actually matter to you. It'll condense them using their EMC values up to iron, and then up to gold, up to diamond, and supposedly up to dark matter and then red matter, but I have yet to actually see that. So I don't know if I really want to bother with Gem of Eternal Density because it uses the same transmutation effects as the transmutation table and the antimatter relay and the energy condenser, and those are the things that I'm avoiding in this playthrough for that reason. Alright, so I checked out all the red matter. Cool. So yeah, this is pretty neat. I didn't explain this yet though, so I've mentioned what it is, and now that I have this set up down here, sorry, kinda loud. Hold on a sec. Alright, so I hit F9. So we can see that this is, yeah, I should have hit F9 down here actually. Let's do it down here. Okay. So we can see that this centers on that block. I could stop moving. Unfortunately, I have a really hard time using this particular like grid layout because it doesn't actually tell you which blocks on the borders are in which chunks. So at the very outer edges, which don't matter over here, but over here they might, it doesn't tell you which of those blocks are in this chunk and which of them are just outside of it, because it lies immediately in the middle of a certain y coordinate, and that is kind of, or not y coordinate, x and z coordinate, and that is really kind of bothersome to me. And same thing with the inner red thing here. It's actually, it is, to my knowledge, like 2 blocks wide, but the center block is literally in the center, and then it has half a block on each side on all 4 sides. So I don't know which of those 9 blocks are actually the 4 center blocks in that chunk. So anyway, that aside, that little kind of irritation aside, you can see here that all of my Thaumcraft stuff is basically in one chunk. And I kind of did that to make sure that, because the Thaumcraft V and taint levels, as you can see on the right side, they are separated by chunk. You see it just change. And it just did again. So because they change by chunk, I think it's important to kind of focus most of my Silverwood stuff and focus most of my Thaumcraft stuff all in the same chunk, and still have some protection around it in other chunks, like I do. But that was that reason. This is going to be mostly dedicated to equivalence exchange. I don't think there's much more I'm going to put in it though, at least at this point. Sugar canes will go over here. I might extend another animal pen over there, and over here, and over here, I don't know yet. But that's the layout here, and then this is just my initial base is under here, so I'm just keeping it where it is. Alright, so this 3x3 area, by the way, it will all stay chunk loaded, so I'm real happy about that. Especially over here, being able to let these things generate Eternalist fuel while I'm out doing something way on the other side of the world. Really nice. So finally, gonna be able to do that. To make mercurial eye, or to do research. I'm gonna do research. So let's give that a try. I haven't actually tried to properly do research here yet. So I'm gonna grab some V valves, and I want to research zombie brains, right? I don't remember exactly what the process was for doing it right though. So I'm going to wait to do the zombie brains until I have successfully researched something else. And since I have so many fragments of lost knowledge, let's just try a stack of those with some V valves and see what we get. So get rid of those. A V valve, a V valve. That's research boosting of 30, whereas cobblestone is less than, well, it's like nothing. Keep the paper up there, take some of this out. And here we go. Success 41% chance, loss 80. Okay. I'm actually going to put those all there so that I don't need to keep refilling it. Let's see what we get. So, wow, that was fast. So, theory, Wand of Reversal. Difficulty tortuous. I've heard that's not something to even try bothering with. So, getting rid of that. Let's find something else. It is so nice that there are these high research value V-valves. Wand of Reversal, tricky. Okay, so that's actually something that's possibly doable. So let's try researching that. I don't know what this bar means, but cool. Lost 100%. Oh geez, it's just like eating through my V-valves. I'm curious if this is like counting how many successes it's had and it needs a certain number of successes. Yeah, okay. So I'm just gonna make a whole bunch of V-valves while it does that. If I lose it, but at least I'm doing something in the meantime. It'd be wise for me to have a crafting table over here, like, permanently. So, V-valves. Let's grab some cobblestone, actually. Nice. Another reason why I moved it way over here is because I didn't want to have to hear it all the time. Close enough I can use it when I need it, but I don't need to hear it. Alright, so sticks and cobblestone, and I need glass panes. Make the V conduits, and I need redstone, and I've got plenty of redstone on me. I'll just take that all except one, keep its spot, and pretty sure I have some glass in here. No, that's not really worth it. Alright. I might have glass in the arcane furnace actually, because I'm pretty sure. Hold on, I'm just gonna leave like a few in there. Pretty sure I used the arcane furnace a little bit. Maybe not. Oh, I didn't mention. So instead of 3 V filters, I have 5. And now it is very, very slow at filtering the taint out, but it should have a much smaller amount of taint released into the area. So that being so close to my base is really important because I don't want the taint to get anywhere near as high as it did in the other dimension. So, ooh, finally, I got a discovery. So because it's a discovery, if you don't actually use it right away and you keep researching stuff, you might get the same thing again. But if you use it right away, it gets recorded in your Thaumcraft and it will not be in the pool of possible research results. So it basically allows you to open up other research options at your Crazitum once you use one of these. So let's see, Wand of Reversal takes Enchanted Wood and Arcane Singularity. Turn back the Hands of Time with this mystical wand, allows you to retrieve runic essences and upgrades once they've been placed. It can also be used to retrieve animated chests. So none of that actually applies right now because we don't have any of those, but it's nice that I'm able to actually make something, and I had a successful research. Wait. Okay, so it made the noise the first time. So now if I grab the Thaumcraft, which is this one, and read that. Alright, page 1. It's literally the only thing in my book. So, that's getting put back. I have a theory for Soul Stealer enchantment. Let's try that one, I guess. Well, moderate doesn't sound very good, but I'm going to take it out of here anyway. And this discovery, I don't even know what to do with it. Smelting value 50 is pretty good to get V, but I've got loads of V for free. Research value 7, I don't really want to bother with. So I guess I'm just going to throw it over here. If I run out of space, I'll make this bigger with an iron chest upgrade. Okay, some more V valves. Let's get... I want to get rid of this. Let's put those all there until we get another one of them. V conduit. Success. Okay. Wow, this is actually really, really good. Like, I've barely lost any fragments of knowledge. Traveling chunk, and it's tricky, so that wasn't actually that difficult when we tried it, so let's try it. It has 21% and 41%. Cool. So, I need glass panes. Oops. Alright, so 2 stacks of those, and I don't have nearly enough wood on me. That's one thing that I mean, I've got these trees over here. I suppose I'll just cut those down. But I don't really have much wood saved up anymore. So let's get some while we're doing other stuff. And since I'm on oceanfront property, get rid of that. Could have just thrown it on the ground, but throwing it in the water seems that much bigger. That much more attitudinal or whatever. Alright. So, I'm gonna let these all, like, disintegrate while I go and continue over here. Get rid of these. Alright. How did that do? That failed. But it got 1 success, so... Oh wait, is it still going? No! What is going on? Oh! I remember now. Failures cause this to go down. So it doesn't even need those to actually succeed. I just wasted a bunch. Cool. That's definitely good to know. Awesome. Wow. Alright. Soul Fragment and Enchanted Wood makes a traveling chunk. Follows you around as long as you keep it fed or food in its inventory. It'll remain healthy and strong. It's noisy and clumsy, but it's fireproof. I don't know if I trust it, and I feel like if I use it, it'll just mess with the taint levels wherever it goes. So, since I have the alchemical bag, and I can make plenty more of these, I'm not really going to bother with it, except maybe to just try it out sometime. Alright, so let's make more of those. I keep forgetting the name for them. V-valves. And put the discovery away, I guess. I'll put this in here too. I'll let this keep working on making the fragments. Speaking of putting things back in here, shift click does work, and it intelligently picks which thing to put it in, which I thought was pretty neat. I do need more stone, so hold on. But yeah, for a long time I didn't know about that, and so I was just wasting time putting it one by one, like not one by one, but stack by stack to keep it refilled. And it works for the paper stack too. So if you're doing that with paper, it'll put it all up there. Right, so I can research anything really, and eventually I'll consider doing that, but right now it's just not a problem at all to do lost knowledge. I think I'll start researching other things once I get brain in jars, and technically I think I need to research a brain to get that, but I'm going to keep trying to follow the lost knowledge path, see where that one goes, what I discover, and then I'll try the, if I haven't gotten the brain in the jar thing, I'll try researching other stuff. Alright, so I've got loads of wood now actually. Hold on. I won't have enough saplings if I don't collect these. And there's a jellyfish out there that I kind of want to kill. But, nah, I'll wait to do that until between episodes. So nice. Cool. Alright, nice and fast. Really? They pushed my boat out? How rude. Alright. So, I need a bunch of these. I think this might actually give me more than I have inventory space right now. We'll see. Yeah. Oh, no, I've got enough inventory space, but it's kind of tight. Okay. And I could do that. And that. Alright. So loads of those. I do need levers for every 2 of these, so I need 2 stacks of levers. It's quite a lot. That's gonna be too much. Okay. 1 stack, and then 2 stack. This is so much, but it's definitely worth it. Alright, levers. Okay, 2 full stacks of V-valves. They're gonna be gone in minutes, if the same thing happens. Okay, 3 fragments of lost knowledge. I'll put this up here. Nope, not yet, actually. V-valve, V-valve. And yeah. Let that go for a little bit. if I have any sand, I should throw it in the arcane furnace. More glass. Got lots of sand. Nice. Because I just now realized I'm going to be using a lot of those V-valves. Oh wow. It actually gave me different ones for each one. Alright, so, tortuous, I need to get rid of. Hard, tortuous, tricky. Okay, so tricky is the one I want to do. Axe of the Stream. I'll keep the hard one there, just because I don't have much inventory space. So, tricky, success, failure, same as before. If I don't boost it with anything. So it might just be a matter of how long it takes before it finishes being researched, but I don't want to waste V-valves on that. I wonder what happens if I give it cobblestone, which is like totally useless. Oh, well it added a little bit to the success, so sure, I'll throw cobblestone at anything if it helps save me a little time. Okay, so turn this on, and wait, what? Okay, it is burning, it's just the graphical issue. Alright, cook some sand, and I need to grab more charcoal for that. No. And this one? Yeah, that's done. Okay, more cobblestone. Oh no, it went down. Okay, so that's gonna take a little while, I think. How's this doing? Okay. Oh, I don't actually need all of this food in here. But it's a nice, convenient place right now, I guess. These are to be thrown in the crucible, because they give a high amount of smelting value. Gunpowder actually gives quite a lot. Yeesh. I might just throw V-valves at it, but as I start talking about how I'm just gonna give up on it and be wasteful, it starts doing better. I don't know. Potency enchantment. I will move that to the chest for later, because difficulty hard is still on the end of things that I just throw in the ocean and forget about. But it might be worth it later. I don't know yet. It might be something I would take on. Fragments of forbidden knowledge. How much redstone? Oh, I've got loads of redstone in the other dimension. I might go over there and grab that while this is taking its sweet time. Because then I'll have glass, and I'll have wood from the trees, and I will have redstone, and what else? After that it's just sticks and cobblestone. So yeah, actually that is all I need. Oh, hello shark. sensors. Get that. Okay. Yeah. I actually only had 2 lines of these. I thought it was 3. Oh well. Nothing cooking. Okay. Redstone. Lots of redstone. And because I used some charcoal. Alright. Yeesh. Okay, so more glass is needed. That's not a problem. Inventory space is needed. And actually, let me just drop this off. Hey, it's getting close, cool. Axe of the stream. Empty this a little bit. Alright. I can keep that over there. And I should actually just throw some stuff in here right for a bit. Don't need that. I don't need that if I have this. I suppose I'll keep this on me. And what else? Okay, so redstone. It's just so much redstone. Yeah, that should be okay. I'll put a couple stacks here though for now. Still not done, but it's so close. Okay. Top those up. And those ones. Okay. Make a bunch more of these. So it was 16. And I need more planks. Oh, wait. 64, 64. Okay, that should be it. This might actually be too much. Too many valves, but we'll go through them in time. So, glass panes, times 4, and a full stack of redstone. Oh my god, 8 stacks. Yeah, definitely more than last time. Okay, so now I need 4 stacks of levers. Wow. I'm just gonna move some of these things out of the way. I don't even have enough room in my inventory for all that. So I'll free some up when I actually make them. So, alright. I was thinking beyond. Anyway, so 4 stacks of levers. I need 4 stacks of cobblestone and that many sticks. So actually, I might have enough wood. Might not. It's only 2 stacks. So I need more wood. And more cobblestone. So I'm actually just gonna make like half of it right now. That should free up some space, and then I'll get some wood. So that's 1 stack. 2 stacks. 1. 2. Okay. Need more wood. Let's check on these first. Ooh, axe of the stream. Okay. So, because the Technic SSP mod pack has the mod Treecapitator, the axe of the stream is not really useful. Because it basically does the exact same thing, except it does have the while holding right click loose items will flow towards you, which is kind of nice. But I think there was like some downside of axe of the stream for using it on like silverwood or greatwood trees. I think it's that the leaves ended up breaking and you don't get them as drops. So if you use this, that's something to consider. So this takes a Thaumium axe and some crystals and enchanted wood. Okay. So I'm not even going to bother making that just yet anyway, if I ever do. But that's one more. Cool, so that's 3 discoveries. Let's keep going. And now that I've got so many V-valves, I'm just going to make a lot of progress really quickly. Fragments. Failure 0, what? How? How does it have a I'm really confused. How does it have 0% failure? What? That is nuts. Okay, so I'm putting these away. Maybe it has to do with like something in the area, like what the sky is like, because there is something to do with the V crystals and the phase of the moon if you're using the charge condenser or something like that. The thing that like sucks the V from the atmosphere into a crystal, that has a higher yield on like new moons, I think. So keep that in mind. Okay, so that's hard, that's hard, that's hard. I'm not even going to bother with them right now. So let's keep going with that. But wow, 0% failure. So this just will pump out successes. Moderate atomic generator. Okay. What else? If I don't get another one soon, I'm just gonna go over here and finish making some of these. Oh, I need more wood. So, BRB. Enderman? Eh. I actually should kill the Enderman with the proper weapon. I really hope he didn't despawn. He despawned. No. Okay. Well. Next time I see one, I'll kill it. Alright. So, we have... I think they're all replanted. No. We have, a lot more wood. Should be enough to finish what I was crafting. If not, I'll just hold off on finishing that until next episode or between episodes. Let's see. Wood. Yeah, that should be enough. I wasn't thinking when I just did shift click on all that. Okay, this and that, and this and these, just to free up some space. And let's do it again. A stack of sticks. Okay. Cool. Yeah, I definitely wasn't thinking about that. Now I've got so much extra wood. I'll put the few things back. Put that over here. Actually, pop that back up. Right. So grab some cobblestone. Okay. So, wow, I don't know what just happened. Ooh, easy, relic hunter enchantments. Self repair, moderate, arm of cleansing, arm of generator. Okay, so the hard one I will leave there for now. Tricky. So I think tricky is between moderate and hard. So moderate might actually be more doable than I was thinking. Goggles are revealing, finally. Speaking of goggles are revealing, so I was thinking that was the next tier up from once you get V detector and taint detector. But what I was thinking of was actually the thermometer, which doesn't require a discovery. So the thermometer is vaporous, earthen, fiery, and aqueous. And I think it just replaces those two. So let me first look at that recipe again. We're going to make it real quick. So V, taint, and then yellow, green, red, blue. Just trying to free up some space. Moderate. Tricky. Yellow, green, red, blue. I think that's what it was. Yellow, green, red, blue. Yellow, green, red, blue. Okay. And the V crystal came first, or V detector came first. Cool. I am excited about this. Now that I have so many crystals. What? Oh, it's in the infuser. Okay. Okay. Right. Okay. Let's start this thing up then. I don't think it even matters what order they're in then, if it's in the infuser. Cool. And it goes so fast now that I've got a tank full of just pure V. That is so cool. Okay, the thermometer, research value of 20, smelting 390, but that's not important to me. So, nice. And this one actually has little lines on it, it seems. You can see in the bottom right. Whereas the individual things earlier did not. So now I know where the third line they were talking about in the wiki is. Okay, cool. And that's a single item I can just keep over there now. So that makes it more convenient. So goggles of revealing. I forget what that is. I'll have to look it up before the next episode. Moderate, 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 hard, easy. Relic hunter enchantment. Okay, so because this one is considered easy, just throw it up here and see what happens. 73% chance of success, very low failure. So yeah, it should be done very soon. And this one, top those up. gonna move these. Hard, moderate, 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 moderate. Quicksilver core, stabilize singularity, self-repair. Moderates, germ cleansing. Okay. So I'm getting rid of the hard one. Moderates I'm keeping. And I think they do sort. If they're the same one. But I don't think any of them were the same. 7 league boots. Germ of cleansing. Cleansing. Okay, so actually I've gotten multiple hard charm of cleansing, but there's a moderate charm of cleansing, so I'm keeping that one instead. Potency enchantment. Right, and Goggles of Revealing is tricky, so that's the next one I want to actually try getting a discovery for. All the rest of these are hard or moderate. I'm only keeping these 2 hard ones because I haven't gotten a moderate version of them yet. Oops. Cool. Relic Hunter discovery. What is this? It's an enchantment. Small chance of revealing an artifact when you slay a foe with a weapon bearing it. So I think what they mean by bearing it bearing the enchantment. Okay, okay. Higher levels of the enchantment increases both the occurrence and quality of the artifacts. Okay, cool. Well, I didn't actually explain to you guys. In the last episode, I mentioned it briefly, but you see I'm at level 1 right now. I have like no experience. I was at level 33 or so, and the reason I'm down at 1 again is because when I went to that world, that hub world that I made, that was a sky block void type of thing, I tried using the crystal wing, and it teleported me in that world to a dimension, or not dimension, a coordinate that was below y0. It was a y negative number, and I started dying instantly because I was in the void, and that was terrible. And I couldn't fly away; it wouldn't let me because I was below y0, and it for some reason wasn't letting me go back up, even though there wasn't a layer of bedrock, because I was in the void. So something weird happened there. I wouldn't recommend using the crystal wing in a Mystcraft age. I'll just say that. Alright, Relic Hunter enchantment goes in there. We will try this one. Difficulty tricky. Failure 21, 27. And I'll get rid of these. Let's see. We have enough of these that I'm totally okay boosting it. How's this doing? I'll wrap up the episode in a few minutes. I really would like to finish researching any theories that we found that are at least tricky. The moderates I'm going to leave for next time, because I'm not sure if moderate is below or above tricky. I think it's below it, so easier. But I have so many of them, I'm not even going to start trying to research them this episode. That would take so long. Okay, so... Oh, jeez. Forgot all about this. Just been burning charcoal for no reason. But yeah, got loads of glass. And I can't put this in there. So, yes, I will actually just collect it and make more of these in the next episode or before it. But, in the time between this episode and the next one, or even maybe in the next episode, I don't know yet, I'm going to move the things from the mining, the dense ores age, to this one, and I'm going to put them over by the super volcano and the big oil spring. I'm not sure about the storage stuff yet, but the actual machinery, I want to have the industrial craft machinery at least close to that oil spring, because I don't feel like piping the oil very far, and it's a neat place anyway. And then I can just set up more industrial craft stuff in that area. How's this doing? Cool, so I got it. Goggles of Revealing. I'm gonna be so dismayed if the thermometer was useless after I get this. But Goggles of Revealing have the added benefit, at least. I'm aware of this use of it, at least. And that's to go to the Eldritch Monuments. You use the Goggles of Revealing to see which types of V-Crystal you need to put in which places in order to not die of a huge explosion and actually be granted access to the Eldritch Monument treasure below. So, oh, I need 2 of these. Wow. Okay, so I'm glad I made 1, but that is kind of pricey. But the fact that it lets you get into, well, the fact that it helps you actually access a bunch of rare Thaumcraft stuff from the Eldritch tree is really, it's definitely worth making another thermometer. So Goggles of Revealing. So it duplicates the functionality of the thermometer and lets you see that. Okay. So yeah, next episode we will work on that. I'll actually keep it in my hotbar if I don't do anything else between episodes. But that's where I'm going to wrap up this episode. I am really glad that I've gotten all of this stuff set up in the overworld. I mean, it's not immediately apparent that it's like making much of a difference to anything, but I mean, I think getting the amounts of Eternalist fuel that I've gotten this episode, plus like 9 Mobius fuel in each one, the Eternalist fuel is really what I'm excited about, because I'm getting that pretty quickly now. And granted, I've got Mark IIs, but it would be a lot slower, I think, if it was in the Desert Age and I spent some time in the Overworld and some time in the Dense Ores Age and didn't have any progress made on those while I was away. So I am really quite excited about that. So that's where I'm going to wrap up this episode, guys. It's been fun. I'll see you guys next time.